Today we've got the first look at the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 along with news of some big changes coming to the lineup, so hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we had rumours that the new Z Flip 7 was going to be powered up by the Exynos 2500, and now many leakers are coming forward to confirm it. They advise that the Z Flip 7 is going to be powered up by the Exynos 2500, which is a 10-core CPU, similar to the 2400 but with a new configuration. While it brings improvements to both performance and efficiency when it's compared to the previous chipset, it's not going to perform as well as the Snapdragon 8 Elite in the S series, and this is going to disappoint many fans out there. Something that won't disappoint you though is today's video sponsor, Wondershare's Dr.Fone, an all-in-one toolkit for Android and iOS that solves pretty much any problem you can think of, including forgotten passwords, recovering accidentally deleted files, or system repair tools. For example, you've bought a second-hand phone and it arrives with a password lock, or maybe your child accidentally adds a password lock to your phone and you don't know what the password is, so you can no longer use it. With Dr.Fone, we've got a lock screen removal tool to quickly bypass the lock screen and access the phone again, and this works with both iOS and Android. You're going to lose the data on the phone in doing so, but it will give you full access and you can then access backups. Now of course, this is just one example and Dr.Fone can pretty much solve any problems with your phone, as well as helping you if you've just switched from iPhone to Android or the other way around, so you can go ahead and check it out now by clicking the link down in the description below. Now back to the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7, we've got news from Ross Young, who is incredibly accurate when it comes to display leaks, and he advises we'll be seeing upgrades to both displays on the Z Flip 7, with the cover display increasing to 4 inches and the foldable display increasing to 6.85 inches, and I've created these renders here to give you a good look at what you can expect from the phone. Now we've also got a new report that says it's going to feature a new ultra-thin glass protection layer on the foldable display, and this will of course increase its durability over time, but that along with some slight tweaks to the hinge have reportedly resulted in no visible creasing in the center of the display, but I'll believe it when I see it. Now we've got more rumors floating around that the Z Flip 7 is also going to feature an under-display selfie camera on the foldable display, and they're also going to be decreasing the bezels to give it a true full-screen display. And to be honest, this makes a lot of sense to me, as you can still use the rear camera with the cover display to take selfies, and it actually is going to result in much better photos than using the selfie camera anyway. Now one thing we haven't had any information on yet though is the rear cameras. While Samsung seem to be making a habit of giving us the same camera system year upon year, I really hope we do see an improvement this time around, especially if there is going to be an under-panel camera on the front display. Now another improvement we're going to be seeing is the top panel with the cover display to be color-coded with the same color as the back panel. It seems that the choice to go black on the front panel was just a stylistic choice for the 6 series, and I see where they were coming from to prevent distractions of the display, but personally I much prefer it to be the same color on the top and the bottom, so I'll be happy to see this upgrade. Now another change is going to be the slight trimming down of the device as a whole, and hopefully this is due to using new battery technology, but that's just an assumption from me and there's no leaks to suggest that just yet. But reportedly, the Z Flip 7 is going to be 10% slimmer than its predecessor, and this means that when it's folded, we're going to be looking at a thickness of around 13.5 inches. And again, I've created these renders here to give you a good look at what you can expect based on all of the current leaks. Now of course, we're also going to get even more AI features as Samsung continue to work on them, but Samsung have previously warned us that there will be a paid subscription model coming for the AI features, and that could well be around at the launch of the Z Flip 7 and the Fold 7, so we're going to have to wait and see. For those excited for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 though, we're going to run through the full specs, design and the expected pricing to help you guys decide if it is worth the wait, so hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7, we get a 6.85-inch foldable 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. It's going to be brighter and more accurate than the predecessor display, and it's also protected by Samsung's latest ultra-thin glass with no creasing in the center of the display. We get the usual HD resolutions along with some trimmed down bezels and a full screen display. For the external display, it gets an upgrade to a 4-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. Again, we're going to get improvements to the brightness as well as the color accuracy. And when it comes to cameras, it's reportedly going to be the first Z Flip with an under-panel camera, and the exact sensors are still unknown at the moment, but what I'd expect is another 4-megapixel under-panel camera to assist with the light capture. Now over on the rear, it's a dual camera setup, and while we don't know the exact sensors being used yet, it's likely going to be a 50-megapixel wide angle and then a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, basically the same as last year. Now it's going to be powered up by the Exynos 2500 coupled with 16 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, which will be UFS 4. And it's also coming with a 4000 mAh battery with upgrades to fast charging for both wired and wireless, and we're getting 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7 and NFC support. Now the phone is going to ship with One UI 7 based on Android 15, and it's shipping in July 2025, and it's expected to start from around $1,099 or £1,049 for the UK. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 is looking like a great option for those of you that want a compact phone that still has a very usable display. The increase to the cover display size means it's a little bit more usable when it's not unfolded, and then the improvements to the durability of the folding display are always going to be welcome. It was disappointing to see that it's going to be powered up by the Exynos 2500 instead of the Snapdragon 8 Elite, but I guess the phone isn't really aimed at the gamers or the productivity users, so this shouldn't be too problematic. If we get an under-display camera, then it's really going to improve the look of the folding display, as well as give people with older flip phones plenty of reasons to look at upgrading. Now of course, launch is still ages away, but we're no doubt going to get more and more leaks as we approach it, and of course I'm going to be sharing them as soon as they come in, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.